Hello. Today we're going to be showing you how to use the program Text Wrangler to create a simple website using HTML and CSS. So the first thing we're going to want to do is start coding our HTML. And how we begin to do that is initially by specifying the doc type. In HTML5, the doc type is as follows. And it's very important that we start with that doc type so that our HTML will validate. Next, we want to open our HTML tag, which will begin our HTML document. You do so like this. And the reason there are two tags here, you have an opening HTML tag and a closing HTML tag with the /. That means that anything inside of this opening HTML tag and the closing HTML tag will be used inside this HTML file, or as in our case, in our website. Next, we're going to want to specify our head, which inside of the head tag, we have special bits of information that will help tell us a little bit more about our website, such as the title of the website. Let's name it My First Website. And next, this we won't use quite yet, but we will want to specify an opening style tag and a closing style tag. So when it comes time to stylize our HTML, we'll do so within those two tags right there. Next, we'll want to specify our opening body tag. Now anything between the opening body and the closing body tag is our HTML body. So it's everything that we're going to be able to see within our website. And so the first element that we're going to do inside of our body tag is an opening container and a closing container, or the name of this tag is actually div. A div stands for division. It's actually a box or a container that contains other elements within it. Now inside of this div, we're going to place a couple elements that you'll be able to see, and you'll get a feel for what HTML consists of. The first thing, let's do an H1 tag, which stands for a header 1, which is the largest form of a header. And let's just give it a simple name. And then we'll also do a paragraph, which is just a P and then a closing P. Alright, so we've got a great start to our HTML. And then let's take a look at how we can put in an image in our HTML. Do so with an image tag, which is img, and then src, which stands for source. And then you also want alt, which is the alternative text in case your image doesn't show up. So let's put hotel in here. And then I have a URL that will pull an image right here. Okay, so that's a direct link to our image. So that's the basic HTML. It's really simple, it's straightforward. The tags, you just have an opening tag and a closing tag, and anything within that is going to be what you see in the website. And it's going to look really ugly. It's going to pretty much be one line above the next, just an image. So I'm going to take you through and show you how to style those elements so that they are actually presentable within your website. And we'll do that within our style tags using a styling code called CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, which is a super handy tool to get your websites to look beautiful. And you do so with something called classes or IDs. So this, for example, this opening div tag, which is the containing tag, we're going to give that a class, and I'll show you what this is going to do by giving it this class. Let's name it body-container. Now up here in the style, we're going to specify a class, and you do that with a period and then the name of the class. So body-container, and then you put an opening curly brace and a closing curly brace, and anything inside those two curly braces are going to stylize anything that has that class assigned to it. In this case, it's our div, our main div, which has the class body container. Now to style it, you'll use certain styling attributes that will apply to it. In this case, we're going to specify the width, and you just do that saying 800, and you can do pixels. We'll do a padding, which is kind of a margin on the inside of the box, and we'll do 20 pixel padding. And then this is something really handy, that if you do a margin left auto and margin right auto, that will make this box centered inside the browser. So no matter how wide your browser is, it's always going to be right in the dead center. Let's give it a background color of white. We'll do border radius 4 pixels, and what that does is it gives it a 4 pixel edge round. So all the corners, all the hard corners of this box are going to actually be rounded now. 4 pixels. Let's give it a box shadow. And you do that by specifying the x-axis, the y-axis, and then how much fade. So I don't want any, I want 0 pixels on the x, 0 pixels on the y, and then like a 5 pixel fade. And we'll do RGBA, so it has some transparency. We'll do black, so it's 0, 0, 0. We'll do like 0.3. And then all the text inside that, we'll make it color gray. Okay, now also what I want to do is give some styling to the overall body. So we'll do background color, let's do color EEE, which is just a really light gray color. And we'll also give some padding of 20 pixels to that box as well. Now this is something really handy to know as well. If you type in that class, body-container, then do a space and type in the element h1, then anything in here will stylize just this h1 inside of the body container. And let's give this a different font family. You do that by doing font-family : and let's do Calibri, font most people have. And then let's do font weight 200. Now let's do something similar to our paragraph. And you do that by just putting a P. But we want, let's do a bigger font than that. We'll do 600. And then finally, let's style our image. And we'll do, whoops. Right here we'll do IMG and do width 100%. And that will make that image 100% the width of the container that it is within. So it's relative to what it's inside of. That's looking pretty good. Let's save our document here. We'll call it my first website. Save that to the desktop there, and then we'll take a look at it in our browser in just a second. All right, now we've pulled up our website in Google Chrome, and you can see that all the styling worked. All the HTML was clean and it worked well. Here we have our header, the paragraph, really handy. This is how to create a header in HTML, and also styled the way we specified. We have our white div container over our light gray background with a slight shadow, rounded corners, and an image that is 100% the width of that containing div. It's not a full website by any means, but it's a great start to a very nice website. And that is the tutorial for today. Thank you for watching.